Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, the Bronson Sky Library. So because it is now September, I thought I would share with you guys my July and August wrap-up, since July and August has come and gone. But the thing about that is, in July, I read a whopping 0 books. I read nothing in July. And I'm a mood reader, so I think that's part of the reason why I didn't read anything in July, is because I wasn't in the mood for anything. And then when August came around, I finally figured out what book I was in the mood for. And so in August, guess what I read? Oh yeah, half of a book. So I didn't even finish a full book in August. Only half of one. So yeah, and I mean, it's good. It's a good book. I'm just in the middle of trying to figure out like how to balance life, school, work, and a booktube channel and a bookstagram and just everything else. You know, balancing life in general is just really hard. So that is why I only read half of a book. But it's good. It is a good book. I just haven't finished it yet. Hopefully I'll finish it soon. So not only do I want to share with you guys my July and August wrap-up video, I also wanted to share with you guys my TBR for the months of September and October, just so this video isn't like 2 minutes long of me going, this is my wrap-up, and then being like, okay, bye. So yeah, I also wanted to share with you guys my September and October TBR. So I guess we'll get right on into my TBR for September and October. And again, I mentioned that I was a mood reader, so some of these books might not even be read, but hopefully they will. Anyway, so the first book on my TBR is, of course, The Bone Shard War, because I haven't finished it yet. I am a little over, I'm a little over halfway through. I don't have that much left. I have like a small chunk left. So I'm sure that I can finish it within a week. So I usually film on Sundays and then I upload my videos on Sundays. At least I try to. I've been trying to. I think that's my new way of doing things, is film on Sunday, also upload on Sunday, so I have like a week to get my video out. I know a lot of other people can get like several videos out in like 1 week. I cannot do that. So anyway, hopefully I can finish this book by the time I upload this video. I'll have like a thing right here saying if I did or not. So yeah, that is the first book for September. And then the second book that I want to read in September is a buddy read with Autumn from Nose in a Book. And that would be The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. And so I want to read this book. It's a classic. I think everyone knows what it's about. Basically, it's about a girl, Dorothy, who gets whisked away from her home of Kansas, and she has to help a lion with no courage, a tin man with no heart, a scarecrow without something, with no bravery? Shoot, I forgot what the scarecrow does in house. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna read this book with Autumn, and I'm really excited. Months ago we decided to read this together, and we're now just getting to it. And so I'm really excited to see what this is all about. I'm excited to read it. I am not really great at classics. I read them a lot when I was in like junior high and high school, because I was in honors English classes and AP literature classes, and so I just read nothing but classics, and so I have a hard time reading them because I'm tired of reading them. I want to read what I want. But this is what I want to read, so I'm going to read it. Anyway, so that's that one. The next one is also another buddy read. I am going to be buddy reading this with 2 of my old co-workers. I guess you could say my old work besties. So we're going to read this, and it is Daisy Jones and the Six. This is basically a fanfic about Fleetwood Mac. guess you could say. So it's about a band who obviously does like singing gigs, and like they become like super famous, and it's about this band, how they got together, and about how they broke apart and what happened between them when they broke apart. And it's really cool. There's a show on it, and I watched the show and I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to read the book. And that's why I am reading this with a couple of my old coworkers, because we have like this album club that we do where we listen to albums and we come together and we talk about them. And so we decided, because there's a show about a band who sings, we thought, and one of my old coworkers loved the show, we thought, like, instead of doing an album, we would read this book and then talk about it and stuff. And also, I'm going to talk to them to see if we should, because there's an album out for the Daisy Jones and the Six. They're not real, but there's an album because they made an album for the show. So I'm like, maybe we should also read the book and listen to the album and come together and talk about it. So anyway, this is on my TBR for this month. Hopefully, I don't know, the girls that I'm reading this with, we'll see if it actually happens. No offense to them, I love them, but we'll see. We'll see if this happens. Alright, and then the third one for September is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. So I recently just got this on audiobook from Libby, and so I kind of have to read it now. I mean, I don't have to. I can wait again for the audiobook, but I tend to like these books better when I'm listening to the audiobook, so that's why I have the audiobook. But yeah, I'm going to do another one of those reading vlogs like I did with the fourth book, and I just really hope that I like this one better than I liked the fourth one. I mean, I enjoyed the fourth one until it got boring, so let's hopefully this one doesn't become as boring as the fourth one did for me. So yeah, this is on my TBR. I will again do a reading vlog for it so you guys can watch my thoughts, because I've never read this book before, and so I'm doing these like reading vlogs where adult reads Harry Potter for the first time. So yeah, I will have that uploaded sometime after I read this. Yay! Alright, so moving on into my October TBR, I have 2 books. We'll see if I can get to them after reading these 3 lovely books for September. I don't know if I can even read the 3 books for September. We'll see. But anyway, the first book for October is a book that is on, like, I have a video about this, but basically over on my Instagram, I did this thing where, like, there were these templates that said, like, clear my shelves, and I had people give me some categories, like 500 plus pages, or middle grade, or something like that, and then I would choose 2 books for my shelves that I hadn't read before, and then I put it up on a poll on Instagram, and it was like, which one should I read? And people would choose which one, and this book, the Mystery of Black Hollow Lane, was one of them. It was under the category of middle grade, and everyone chose this one, so this is one of those books. The Wizard of Oz is also one of those books, so I'm trying to, like, crack down on these books because I've only read one of the ones that was on the clear my shelves thing, and it's already September, so I need to crack down. There's like 6 or 7 books on the list, so this is what I'm gonna try to read in October, and it's a middle grade. I don't exactly know what it's about, but it gives off Halloween vibes, and I really like that, and so that's why October is going to be the month that I read this in, because it has Halloween vibes. So that's why I'm going to read it, and I'm really excited, because Halloween is my favorite holiday, and October is one of my favorite months, because I'm a basic bitch, and I just love everything everybody else loves. So I'm really excited to read this. And if you've watched some of my videos, you already know that I really love middle grade. So I probably will really enjoy this book. So I'm really excited for this one. Okay, so the last book on my TBR for October is a Stephen King novel. And yes, I know this one is a fantasy novel, so I guess technically it's not what Stephen King is known for with the horror and stuff. And so, like, maybe I shouldn't read it in October because it's a fantasy, not one of his horror books. But it still gives me that October and that fall vibe. And that would be Fairy Tale by Stephen King. So this is also another one on that clear my shelves thing. So I also want to read this because of that. But again, the reason why I'm choosing these two books for October is because they give me fall vibes. They give me Halloween vibes. Maybe this one, maybe not Halloween vibes as much as The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane, but this one gives me October and fall vibes. So I'm going to read it in fall, and I'm going to read it in October, and I'm really excited about it. I was going to try and read it earlier this year, but I was like, nah, I'm going to wait, because Stephen King is a horror novelist for the most part, and so reading one of his books in October would be brilliant. And second, this gives me, again, fall vibes. So I'm going to read it in October. And I know, again, it's not horror, it's fantasy. But, yes, this is, again, okay, I'm just rambling now. So, anyway, this is on my TBR. So, those are all of the books that I'm going to read for the months of September and October. These lovely books. So again, I'm going to finish the Bone Shard War, and then I'm going to read The Wizard of Oz, and then Daisy Jones and the Sixth, and then Harry Potter, and then The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane, and then Fairy Tale. These are all of the books. So, anyway, yes, those are the books that I'm going to read for September and October. If any of you guys have read them, please let me know what your thoughts are. And yeah, we can discuss and have a jolly old time together. If you guys like watching me, subscribe if you want. Continue watching some videos if you want. And I will see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye!